It's possible to set up grading scales in Schoology to apply when you're tracking mastery. To do this, click on the Gradebook menu on the left and then choose Grade Setup. You'll do this in the particular class you're adding the scale to. Then over on the left, you'll see that there is a Scales and Rubrics section. Make sure you clicked on Scales, then click Add, Scale. In here, click on Points, and then put in your scale levels. Keep clicking Add Level to add an additional point level. And you can see you can get your 1, 2, 3, 4 then, and then you'll put your descriptions over here on the right-hand column. Then be sure to give your scale a name at the top. We'll call this our mastery scale, and then click Save Changes. Now your scale appears on the list. Here's the one we just created, mastery. You can have any number of these. If you'd like to change it, go to Edit, or you can delete it, as with other things in Schoology. Then come over to the Mastery menu on the left. If you click Mastery, you now have the gear option available where you can click that and choose Mastery Settings. On this page, you can come down to the bottom, and the default is numeric, but we can click that now and choose our mastery scale from that list. Now that mastery scale we've created has been applied in here. And you can move these sliders around if you want to change the levels. The star indicates where mastery is achieved, and you can see from the scale this is at 3. It also indicates 3 here. You can change these numbers as well. If they have a 4, they've exceeded expectations. As always, you can choose how many attempts at mastery need to be met to achieve mastery. You can choose the highest score or an average to achieve mastery, and then click Save Changes. That scale now has been assigned or applied to your mastery levels, and this would be based on a 1 through 4 ranking. If you'd like to apply this scale to a rubric, click back in the Gradebook, Grade Setup, and then on the top right, instead of going to Scales, go to Rubrics. So click on Rubrics, and we can add a rubric. Click Rubric, and then you'll do the rubric completion as you would with any other rubric, but on the top right you have Apply Grading Scale as an option. If you click this, notice Mastery is now available because we've created it. If you have multiple ones, they'd all be available on the drop down. Choose that one from the list, and it will say, do you want to replace your current scales with the selected one? This is the current scale, this excellent to needs improvement. If I say confirm, notice it puts my 1 through 4 in there for me. If I add another criteria, notice it continues those. So it's sort of an autofill option for you. If you're going to put custom criteria in there and change some of these, make sure that you apply the grading scale first. Otherwise, it will overwrite anything that you have down here. So notice if I do mastery again, it changes it back. So in this way, you can quickly add that scale to a rubric.